Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2022 general readings. We're looking at the first half of October from the 1st to the 15th, and this reading is for the earth sign of Capricorn. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch any of these videos. Thanks for all the support on my YouTube channel, everybody out there, all of your likes, shares, hitting that subscribe button, your comments, feedback, donations, those of you who reach out for personal readings. I'm so grateful for all the love and support. Okay, Capricorn, this is for you for the first half of October 2022. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Capricorn, if you're cross-watching for a Capricorn, it's relevant too. It's a general reading, so it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone in the specifics and details, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. If you know all of your other signs, or any of your other signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them for any additional perspective they can provide in your situation. And if you find that you really resonate with a reading, it really hits home with you, and you would like to maybe unpack it a little and take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info clicking on the description link with the video. I would love to hear from you. I offer quite a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. And in regards to scheduling, I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about getting people in as quick and timely a fashion as possible. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what the first half of October is holding for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Empress, giving birth to new things. Mothers or mother figures, could be actual conception and fertility for some of you. Oh, I did get that for some of you right now. This is about conception or fertility for some of you, pregnancy. Others of you, it's just about giving birth to new things, because the Empress is a time of fertility. It's a good time to start anything new. It's a really great card for feeling abundant, for feeling beautiful, indulgent, sensual, with judgment. A pretty significant life choice is in front of you. Judgment is kind of like standing at the crossroads. What are you going to do? It's answering a call for what are you going to do? And it's usually, judgment usually has an air of finality about it, meaning that whatever choice or decision you make in this situation, like if you decide not to do something, then you probably won't go back to it again, and the opportunity probably won't come up again, or you won't seek it out again. If you decide to make a decision perhaps you said no to before, it will probably significantly change your life path. So it's a significant choice. Next we have the Page of Cups. Little loving messages or positive messages here. Could be flirtatious energy for some of you, if it's like dating or new love and romance, or even just from a partner, but it's positive messages driven by emotion. Oh, the Four of Wands. Happy home, celebrations that include home and family, like the anticipatory excitement of that, like, you know, wedding. It could be something formal like a wedding or an anniversary or some kind of social gathering that has a theme to it with friends and family, or it could be something very casual. Could be an invitation you're getting here. An invitation to some kind of event. Others of you, it's a positive message about, yes, whatever your happy home is, you can achieve it, right? Some kind of celebration. Again, I'm getting, for somebody out there, there's conception and fertility here. Next it might be a baby shower too. Next we have the Hermit. The Hermit walks a period of kind of self-isolation, or as close to it as he can get or she can get, in order to seek out wisdom, guidance, and advice. And somebody who has a wealth of that because of their experience, and because they will work at kind of removing themselves from the day-to-day noise and minutia of our lives in order to do that. It can represent somebody who has a great deal of wisdom, a very spiritual sort of person, or contemplative sort of person. with the Emperor. Interesting. A different sort of energy. The Emperor is is the proverbial like father figure or even godfather figure of the tarot. He rules the empire, which is all of the kingdoms, kings and queens. He can be a little bit controlling and domineering sometimes on a bad day because he rules an entire empire and he's used to being the emperor. He's very linear. The Empress, though, which we have here as well, softens up, those very linear edges. So there is likely a mother and father or involved here, or a couple that's been together. There's an established relationship here. You have to sometimes be careful with the Hermit and the Emperor as a combination of cards because it can represent that the person who's represented by the Hermit might be you or the other person or someone close to you. With the Hermit, with the Emperor, it can represent that you need to be careful of someone, likely a man, because the Emperor is very masculine energy, but somebody who tends to be so maybe controlling or domineering or overpowering that it kind of squashes your own intuition, your own sense of spirituality or who you feel you are. It's kind of like you have to be careful of that energy because it can kind of shrink, your sense of who you are. So kind of be careful with that. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Four of Cups. So there's an offer here or an opportunity here that's being considered. It may be that this offer or opportunity, this choice or decision, which is going to be maybe significant, is about you, is about this, if you're the Empress, the Emperor, or vice versa. It could be that this is a decision that you're making together. Or, there's some social energy and like home and family celebrations energy here too. So it may be like going to somebody's wedding or going to somebody's anniversary or, like there's an invitation here, an offer, an opportunity here. But it could be other things too, like because I'm getting conception and fertility for somebody or a small group of people out there, and maybe trying to make a decision maybe on other forms of conception, like IVF treatment or something of that sort. Let's clarify the overall energy of the Four of Cups. What is this offer or opportunity? Looks like somebody's thinking about it. Yeah, the moon, the way isn't entirely clear, still trying, it's kind of fuzzy and cloudy, maybe some deep-seated fears rolling around in there. I have to point something else out here too. This Judgment card, Capricorn, is sometimes called the second chance or reconciliation card. So if it's a couple that's split up or is separated or having some issues, the issue might be about that. Do we reunite again? But for that, if the decision or choice is about the personal relationship, just be careful with this Hermit and Emperor together energy, because they're different personality types, and the Emperor has a tendency to try and overpower the Hermit, and the Hermit gets kind of shrunk when the Hermit energy doesn't need to. They're full of wisdom and knowing who they are and stuff, but the Emperor can be kind of overpowering, so be careful of that in a relationship. The Hermit again here, and the Seven of Coins, looking at what you have invested in something or what you need to invest in something and trying to make up your mind as to the best way possible. So there's an offer or opportunity here, but there's a lot of uncertainty and lack of clarity around it. Again, if it is about a reconciliation or a reunion of some kind, or going to a social event where you might run into, somebody that, could be sticky. The way you're thinking about it, the way is not entirely clear yet. The Empress, it's giving birth to something new. Whether that something new is a renewal of an already existing situation or relationship, or whether it's just giving birth to something new for the first time, like a new idea, a new project, a new anything really. But it looks like it's significant here with the Judgment card. Let's clarify the Empress, Taurus, the King of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that's your energy, and the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's interesting, Virgo had some similar cards too, that a Queen of Wands was an Empress to somebody. So this is, you know, again, this is a relationship, a couple, and it's a natural match, or doesn't necessarily mean you stay together for the rest of your lives. I mean, the Emperor and the Empress can get divorced too. It doesn't happen very often because they're such a well-established long-term couple. But this is somebody who definitely sees you or you them as like a great partnership, or a partnership that has a lot of history to it as well. Clarified Judgment. It's interesting. I see a relationship. I see a significant choice, and I see a lot of uncertainty about that choice, regardless of what the choice is. Some of you, it's methods of conception or fertility. Some of you, it's about the relationship itself, and some of you, it's about going to some kind of maybe family function of some kind. Maybe there's been some estrangement or something in the family system. Clarified Judgment. 8 of Coins. Is it worth the work? Would it require a lot of work? 2 of Coins. A choice again. 3 of Cups. Celebration. Party. Social energy. Again, it might be some kind of social function. I mean, this is a general reading, so the specifics and the intensity can vary. You know, it might be, do we have a big anniversary party this year? Is it our 50th wedding anniversary or something of that sort? Clarified Page of Cups. It looks like one person here, at least, with the Page of Cups and the 4 of Wands, one person wants to, or somebody here really wants you to do this thing, or attend this thing, or thinks that there's, you know, hope and reunion and reconciliation here. Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, an offer driven by love, support, encouragement. Again, that can be anything from, we need to get back together again, I love you, you're my person, to, hey, can we go out on a date? Do you want to go to this party with me? The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism, which in the tarot comes after the Tower, which is, you know, unexpected events, which typically cause things to end and break down, can be quite challenging. But the Star comes after that to rebuild, renew, and restore hope, faith, and optimism. So, again, there's a sense of potential reconciliation or reunion here. The 5 of Swords, a hard-won victory. So somebody is trying to convince somebody else that this is a good idea, basically. 4 of Wands. Five of Cups, 3 of Swords. So in the past, there was some kind of heartache, breakup, separation, something of that sort. There's a lot of regret here, but with the 5 of Cups, it's a card of loss and regret, but there's still 2 cups upright and full. So I think the message here is somebody saying, yeah, all of this happened in the past, and it was really difficult, and there's been this separation or estrangement or challenge or something, but there's still enough to rekindle this. There's still enough to move forward. Clarify the Hermit. It may be the Emperor energy that's trying to really kind of convince, and they're very convincing, but somebody here is still kind of unsure. So the Hermit is clarified by the High Priestess, another very spiritual, trust your intuition, God, Spirit, Angels, and Guides card, and the 7 of Cups. Multiple options and opportunities, which are, you know, like the possibility and potential of something. So somebody's thinking hard about this, really trying to go within and figure out what the best thing is, what their intuition is telling them. Clarify the Emperor. The 2 of Swords. Somebody who doesn't know what choice to make, somebody who's reluctant or resistant to make a choice. 10 of Wands, feeling overwhelmed, a difficult cycle coming to an end. And the 6 of Wands, victory, triumph, success, ego. Again, it may be that somebody's really trying hard in a pretty convincing way to get someone to do the thing, whatever the thing is. Everything from conception and fertility to reunions, reconciliation, to fixing something that was broken or wrong in the past, and moving forward in a renewal sort of energy. So that's what it looks like this 2-week period of time is kind of going back and forth about this. All right. Any guidance, messages, feedback for Capricorn for the first half of October 2022? 6 of Cups, a card of home, family, history. The Chariot, success on a difficult path. So Spirit thinks that there can be success here if everything is harnessed together properly. 2 of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits, best friends, a great union. The 10 of Coins, long-term stability and security, and the World, final completion and moving on to the next level and accomplishment. So Spirit agrees. Spirit thinks that whatever the thing is for you, that it can move forward if you're careful about how you do it. There's some kind of union here, whether it's romantic or friend or family, you know, some tie. I feel like maybe there was a relationship at odds or actually broken up or a separation or estrangement. And Spirit is saying, free will, free agency, of course, but Spirit is saying, like with the 5 of Cups, not all is lost, that it is salvageable. Not just salvageable, but that you can rebuild and move forward. But again, it's up to you, free will, free agency, right? But Spirit would support this. Okay, Capricorn, those are your messages for the first half of October. I hope you found them helpful, useful, gave you something to chew on. Again, if this really hits home with you, if you would like to maybe pull the curtain back and take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, personal readings do make great gifts for people. I mean, they're so personal, right? But if you're interested in that or in information about that, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link with the video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the October mid-month readings. Stay safe and well, and I hope to see you back here on this site again quite soon. Bye-bye.